And in case you need my voice for the test, it is right here.
Okay. Your voice is a little lower for audio, but that's okay.
Sounds good.
Alright. Time for session 4 of the Love and Power Prologue, where we finally get to see Miss Suzie Polaire. Someone who's been teased about and talked about since the very beginning is now finally getting her session. And she's been out for a while. That said, you've been kind of loosely aware of everything that's been happening. Not that you can see anything, mind you. You've just been able to hear it. You're, you wake up, and the main thing that you hear is what sounds like a woman's voice across the room. Just kind of mumbling to herself.
Oh, my head.
Okay, let's see. How does that name do it? Oh, here we go. Mission log. Name, Rachel. I'm filling in for Azeroth today since he's a big butt and seems to not know how to not push himself. I've been running tests on the target, Suzie Polaire, for about a month now, and I'd say that her body seems to be in stable condition. I'm going to start activating her augment, which should be able to wake her back up. God, why did I have to be left with her? Okay. Activating Flick now. And as she does so, you are finally able to open your eyes.
Right.
Well, yes, it is right. Your eyes have been shut for about, I don't know, a year?
A year? I lost track of time after a couple months. I didn't think there was a... Wait a minute. Where am I?
Well, yeah, in Starlight City. One of the lower districts. In my apartment, on my bed.
Rather comfy one.
She she bounces a little bit on the bed.
I'm glad you like it, but it's mine, so.
Aw. But... I can't... I can't shake the feeling that my body just feels weird.
Yes. And that is normally an effect involving the concept of a extended stay in a comatose state. What are my manners? Probably out the window. I don't really have any. Name's Rachel. As she spins around the chair to reveal herself.
Ah. Hi, Rachel. Name's Suzie. Well, judging by the fact that I'm in your room, you probably already knew that.
Trust me, there are not a lot of things I don't know. I'm a hacker for the rebellion group Ascension. I've been doing a hell of a good job. Though that fucker Azeroth has been playing me for the ringer lately.
Oh, Azzy?
Yes, yes, yes. I am referring to your little demon friend.
Never quite got why everybody called him demon. He treats me like a... well... like we're the only flower left.
Well, the last month or so, I've been running protocols and tests to make sure that you're all healthy and okay. Though now that you're physically actually awake, now we can start running some other tests. Most notably mobility and things like that. We gotta make sure your motor skills are still in check.
This whole time, she has not been sitting up. She's just been laying down, her head turned toward Rachel. As she tries her best to take the first step that she's done since the coma started.
Con save. We'll see how good it is.
One step right in front of the other. And there we go.
Yes, good for you. It's working. Now come here in a second. I'm just going to... Just without warning, she just walks up and just shines a small flashlight in your eyes.
It's even more bright.
Okay, well, your sight's working. She just kind of takes a small mallet and just whacks your leg with it.
It kicks forward.
Well, you got your kick, and you can definitely feel your legs. Looks like everything's going okay. Okay.
So, Doc?
Rachel. Call me Rachel. I do not need to be called Doc. Too much responsibility.
Alright, Rach. So, why is there just a weird pink glow coming from the left? Can't really quite get a look at it.
Oh, for the love of... always asking the weird questions. There is a mirror right there, you know.
Oh. Well, it felt rude to kind of get up during your examination. Oh, wow. My body did not look like this the last time I saw it.
Well, yes, people's bodies naturally change over the course of a year.
And natural... You call this natural? I'm a damn blimp.
Well, I don't know what you've been up to over the last year. Well, I kind of do, but that's besides the point.
No matter.
I will admit, I am getting weird readings from your body.
Weird readings? What you mean?
Oh, well, I guess I should probably introduce you to that little pink light on your head. That's a flick.
Looks kinda bigger than the thing that's above yours.
Well, yes, because unlike the other one, mine is a refined version. Yours is simply a prototype. I didn't really have much of a choice Azeroth just kind of dropped you here and said that you needed one, so the augment just kind of was made from spare parts.
Is that why my hair got this big old pink thing?
Yes, yours had to be physically augmented. Mine is more of a headpiece, and you can see her take something out of her ear, and the flick goes away from her head.
I mean, it don't look bad. I like it. You did great, Doc. Rachel.
I'm not gonna win with this girl. Okay. So, I assume that in terms of history, you've slept under a rock.
Well, there was the radio that he left, but I'm gonna be real. I think he just left it on a music station. Either that, or somewhere nearby changed the radio frequency or something. I got bits of news here and there, but as far as anything important, you did kind of hit the mark.
Alright, well, if you need to know a bit more, it's currently, April.
April?
April 15th, 27X.
Wait a minute. But I went under... Oh my god, oh my stars, it really was a whole year.
She kind of just... She puts her head in her hands as she's coming to terms with the fact that it has actually been that long.
Well, that's just life. Look on the bright side, though. Azeroth kept his promise. Once you were awake, you were clear of rehabilitation, so you're never gonna worry about that dainty little place ever again.
I'm free? This isn't just some new location?
Yes and no. Don't get me wrong, you are a free person now. You can do pretty much whatever you wish, but Azeroth has been telling me that we should keep an eye on you still. More so for your emotional, mental, and physical health rather than whether or not you are morally a good person.
Okay, he's still looking out for me. If you don't mind, where is he?
Sleeping in a room over because he's a dumbass.
Well, if I'm a free person, I'm just gonna...
As she tries to get up again. And...
Oh, you had Poe?
Oh, god damn it. Don't you be touching any of my stuff now, you hear?
Oh, that's no fun. What's the point of pool table if you ain't gonna play?
I do play with my totally real friends.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, sure.
Just then, you see a little robot just appear above the pool table just saying, "Hello, Rachel, would you like to play another round?"
She points at it smugly.
You... Not right now, Zeke. You go back to your area.
Oh, that's cute. He has a name.
Well, yeah, all people do.
She looks around the pool table to see if it's actually connected to any other interface or if it's just an AI.
Roll investigation.
Come on, Suzie. Please.
And also, you can roll nature.
No!
You can roll a nature check as well.
Oh boy, a nature check. Oh, surprisingly decent.
So Susie does know what chinchillas are. You know about herringons, but she definitely does not look like a bunny. She looks like a chinchilla.
Aren't you just a cute one?
I'm sorry, was that comment made towards me?
Hmm?
Don't be going making random comments. I got big hairs and they definitely work correctly.
Well, if you must know... Sure, why not? Everybody needs a little boost in confidence every now and then.
But I do not need a boost. I am perfectly comfortable with my own body. I will have you know.
Shall we consult Zeke about that?
You should shush. Azeroth is on the room to the left side. Left as in the way we're facing.
Ah, left.
That's my room.
Oh. Oh, in the way that we're facing. Oh, that's right. Okay.
That's right. You turned yourself around and started going left.
But I was facing this way, and left is that way. Never mind.
You were facing towards the pool table. And then you turned around. And you are
To face you, I couldn't exactly move into the table.
I need a drink.
She attempts to take one of the pool balls.
Fly a pan.
Yes!
She does not notice that she is currently just trying to get herself something to drink.
She specifically takes the cue ball.
Oh, has he?
He's currently asleep on the table.
Oh, wow. She wasn't kidding. His wings busted up fierce. But if she's able to fix me up, I don't doubt that she'll be able to fix him up.
It's a little bit more complicated than that.
Oh, jeez. Sorry.
You're fine.
It's been a while, sweet.
Maybe to you, but I've seen you quite often while you were asleep.
I'm just glad you had your promise.
I believe that people can be redeemed if they are willing to repent. When given the choice, you wanted to better yourself, so I wanted to make sure for every means that you were able to become a better person.
Now, I will say, your chinchilla friend didn't have anything to do with all this, right?
I can confirm she's not really that kind of person. Your body started changing while you were asleep, actually.
That's what she said. I just don't know.
Oh, don't get me wrong, I don't think it's natural. I personally don't have enough information.
Well, I suppose that little mystery is gonna have to simmer for a bit. But, she said something about this being something that you wanted?
As she lifts the part of her hair that is attached to the flick.
Well, I know it's been a while, Suzie, but you do remember what augments are, right?
Well, yeah, of course I know what augments are. But I ain't seen anything like this.
And that's because they're discontinued.
Discontinued?
People didn't like them. Considered them dangerous, as anyone who can gain access to a flick can basically read into your inner emotional state.
Wait a minute, so you put a tracker on me? I knew there was a catch.
It's not a tracker. I can't use it to monitor your position. Well, more so than any other augment. Rachel just uses it to keep track of your health, basically. If you start feeling too panicked or anxious, she can read that via your heart rate.
Well, it'll be hard to kind of just lay low with all this around now. But at least my hair kind of camouflages me a little bit. They're expecting just a straight black hair goblin around. I just...
She goes for a hug.
God, wash the wing, please.
Thank you, Azzy, for all your help.
It's no problem. Oh, right. Someone wanted me to hand you a gift.
A gift? For me?
He reaches into his pocket and pulls out what looks like a tiny, like it's a toy dog, but it's a little action figure, kind of like plastic dog that just fits in the palm of your hand.
Oh my gosh, that is adorable.
It was a gift from Briggs. He was the one who got you out of the building. I told him you like toys, so he bought it for you. It has a little thing. I think you press a button on its back and it does a flip, I guess.
Briggs. I can't think of him. Sorry. Hope I can meet him soon.
I'm sure he'd like to know that you're okay. He did request that the dog be called Schnookums, though. I don't know why.
Schnookums? Oh, that's precious.
she grabs a nearby chair and starts playing with the dog on top of this thing.
As I said, whenever you press the button, you see it kind of lower its legs and start charging, and then it just does a flip.
Oh, look at me flip.
But, yeah, as I said, healing's a little bit more complicated for me.
Can't you just use your stuff on yourself? I remember you were able to heal minor, scrapes and bruises whenever they showed up before I went under.
Yeah, normally that's easy, except for the fact that, fucking Hawk. Son of a bitch broke Lila.
He broke. Oh, there's a problem.
I suppose I've never formally introduced you. She's a partner of mine. You know my job, and she helps me do it. Magical energy is something that my body reacts very poorly to, so she's able to filter it in a way that can be properly manifested. But with her being broken right now, unfortunately, I do not have that filter. Which means either finding some other...
Is there any mechanism in that thing that's similar to a lock?
Similar to a lock. I don't know.
Well, you know me. I'm handy with tools. But unfortunately, I'd need a little bit more knowledge in order to, well, use anything other than that.
Let's go talk to Rachel then and give it a shot.
Alright. I know it's not much, because I'm, well, this size, but if you need me to hold you up or some, I can.
I'm fine with walking. Roll insight.
Right. Alright, if you insist. Don't say I didn't warn you, though.
Yeah, I don't need to roll that deception. The deception will definitely beat the insight. But you, out of character, you were there last session. You saw that Hawk literally broke his back.
Hey, if he wants to shoulder that burden himself, then he shouldn't have made Suzie roll.
Now. Oh. Hey, don't leave me behind.
You just see Rachel just in a fridge looking for things to make her drink.
Hi, Rach.
Who on earth gave you that name? That's a weird name to call me.
I don't know. Anyways, development. Ta-da! He's here. And...
He looks like shit.
Well, okay. While it may be true, it's still rude.
That statement does not make it any better.
Regardless, got any tools that can, well, that I can try to use to fix this little buddy up?
You think you can fix Lila? Buddy, even I don't know how Lila works.
I don't know, worth a shot. Can't get any more broke than broke.
I suppose that's true.
And if it hasn't told you anything about me, I'm handy with tools.
Sure. It's in the room on the far... that way. Opposite end of where you came from.
Far end. Got it. As she begins
to move like very quickly. Also, my hotkey is up,
which is, causing all sorts of issues in the map.
like phasing through walls. Yeah. Anyways, as she rushes off with more speed than what Azeroth remembers.
Roll the perception.
Perception. Yeesh.
Nope.
Rach, what they look like?
Oh my gosh, she's special. Okay. I don't know. It's just a red toolbox. How hard could it be to find? Maybe try turning on the light first.
I can see in the dark just fine.
Yeah, in shades of gray. I know how dark vision works. You're looking for a red item. That's not gonna help.
Fine.
She turns on the light.
The first thing Suzie notices when she turns on the light is the dead body.
Sweet Lord, what the fuck?
Did you really have to stash your tools in the same place you stashed Nomad? That motherfucker is like 8 foot tall. Where else was I going to put him?
Oh, he's on the box.
He's gonna make a strength check to let him off of the box. That's okay.
That's okay. Fine, I'm coming, I'm helping. You know, you should be a little bit kinder to this person. He's one of the main reasons you were able to get out.
Kind of mind. I need the box.
Yeah, I'm moving him. I'm lifting him up. Take him out.
Alright, I'm just gonna...
You're able to take the box out, but as he lowers Nomad back, you immediately see him just kind of wince in pain. Fucking... Ugh. Damn it.
See, I knew something was up.
Look, if we can get Lila fixed, she'll be able to repair anything bad.
So, let's see here.
She goes into she goes into the corner for a sec to see what's it. As she pops down and opens the toolbox to see what's inside.
It's your standard thieves' tools and tinker tools, just kind of combined into one little package.
Neat. Yeah, this should be all I need to try. Thank you, Doc. Rachel. Alright. We should find like a little table or just something to work on, like a workspace.
Azeroth throws off the pool table. It's a table.
It is a table. Sorry, Zeke. We're gonna need the space for a second.
As she lightly elbows Azeroth's arm.
Sad boop noises.
Alright then. Let's see.
As Azeroth casts the Find Familiar spell that he's used to, the shattered little robot that was Lila is what appears.
Whew. Might have fine piece of work, but yeesh, they did a number on me.
I didn't want her to do it. She 100% could have just minded her business, but she wanted to try to make sure we won that fight. And because of her, we were able to.
Well, no point in waiting. Let's get this show on the road, shall we?
Now just you wait a minute. There's no way that you're doing any of this without me. I don't understand the technology that was used to make this little critter, but if anyone's gonna fix it, I'm gonna have a part in it. I need to understand how it works with future references.
Oh, please, I thought your drink was so important.
Let me enjoy my drink in peace. You can tell she's buzzed.
Shame on you. Share.
I'm sorry, did you just say share?
What? You're just gonna get like a thing of alcohol and just not fucking share?
Fine. She hands a ball, like, not ball, a can of beer to Suzie.
Her demeanor immediately flips back to sweet.
Thank you, Rachel. Now,
Quite a little Ziva, aren't you?
a little what now?
Oh, don't you worry about it.
Alright. So, since you wanted to be here, since, well, you're kind of the main brains of the whole little machine, or rather you want to be the... Never mind. Just where do we start?
It's going to start with Azeroth trying to basically design how these Lila bio is supposed to look, because right now it is shattered into multiple pieces. And we can roll. We can roll performance. To as he draws it out. Damn. Okay, you get a small thing. Basically, you can tell that you don't know, because of it, you don't know anything about how it's supposed to look interior-wise, but basically, on the outside, it is a flowing circle with the screen, which the screen is properly cracked, and then on the screen, that's where her quote-unquote face is displayed.
Alright, so first off, this screen needs to come off. We need new glass.
Don't worry, I have all the parts we need.
You got like a brush anywhere? I'd hate to get broken glass into anything.
It's probably in the toolkit. I have a tool for everything.
She sets the toolbox on the table, a good distance away from the components.
Alright. Let's clean this up before we start building everything.
As she starts to try to brush the debris away.
We can use sleight of hand here.
Would this be sleight of hand with tinkers?
Do you not have
or just sleight of hand?
Do you have proficiency with sleight of hand?
I do not.
Then it would be a tinker's tool proficiency. Good enough.
Ugh. Hell, there's only so much you could do with a brush, and, well... We got any isopropyl?
Some what?
Isopropyl? Good for cleaning machines.
Ah.
And fingerprints. But that's neither here nor there.
Why are these around things you know? You are a strange goblin.
Well, water would damage it.
Here you go. Don't get in a twist about it.
Alright. Let's try this again. This time with some cleaning agent.
As she does this to clean the components past the ability of what the brush is able to do. The brush puts away physical debris like glass, and the isopropyl alcohol is a cleaning agent that is safe for electronics and stuff that evaporates very quickly, so that it does not cause damage. Basically, physical stuff and cleaning an electronic.
Mm-hmm.
So, what would be the cleaning aspect of it be?
Cleaning is a hard one to answer questions, you know?
Well, more specifically, I suppose, it is like it's applying a solvent with a cotton swab.
Well, if you're gonna specify like that, then we can use medicine for that check.
And because it's a cotton swab and not a specific tinker tool, I imagine that would just be a flat roll.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
How these components are so small. Real intricate thing you got here, sweets. But I ain't nearly as precise as I need to be for this one. You wanna give it a shot, Rach?
Oh, great. We're making me have to do more work. Okay.
Unless you got a thing for just cleaning stuff.
What, like one of them fancy wizards? Overrated jackoffs.
I don't know. You got all sorts of crazy gadgets and gizmos in your room. You had a holographic mirror.
What? Yeah, okay, listen, I'm just a music girl. I'm not trying to do anything fancy. I just was the best fit for the job. Have you tried a crowbar by any chance?
I mean, I can use one if you feel it'll be necessary.
The glare from Azeroth that you can see right now is just for some reason pulling you away from that thought.
Okay, I get it. Sheesh, it was just a joke.
Alright, here. She hands you a pen. That should help you see a little better.
How's the pen gonna make me see better?
I don't know, try clicking it.
Click, click.
When you click it, it shines a bright light.
I swear, is everything a flashlight?
Only if I want it to be.
Fair enough.
And she'll try again now that she has a bright light.
Okay.
Same check.
Yep.
Okay, now here, you listen here. Why is it so darn reflective?
Let me try holding the light and then you can just focus on the cleaning.
Thank you.
You can have one more roll, as it's technically Azeroth giving you advantage.
Yeesh. What? Is cotton swab not good enough for you? I oughta.
Well, to be fair, there's no reason for you to get angry just because you're failing miserably. Like I said, none of us even know what Lila really is. Well, except for Azeroth, but I don't think he seems too keen on telling.
all of that, it should be clean enough.
Right. Okay. I guess it's just a matter of looking at the parts and seeing how they fit together.
Yeah, that seems right. Hmm.
The flick would read as perplexed.
Let me try. Let's see. I could probably take some of the pieces that are clearly broken and mend them together, so I'll just be sitting over here doing that. Don't mind me.
Did I try putting things together that look nice? Like the parts that aren't broken.
I mean, it did get fucked up pretty well, but you can see if you can find any pieces that may look fixed. It could give us a good idea on where we're going, what we need to do next.
Alright.
Perception. Okay. You are able to quickly separate the broken pieces from the put together pieces, like the pieces that are still stable.
Wow, that is not a lot of still intact pieces. Luckily, the frame seems fine. Just needs a little bit of, well, it needs a little bit of loving here and there. Just to patch the holes, fix the cracks.
Huh. Looks like her voice box still works.
Oh, that's nice.
You think?
Yeah, that's... If I recall... Voice synthesis... you know what I mean. That stuff's a little bit harder to rebuild because of the whole, well, neural thing. Look, I'm not a techie. I just know what I've heard from the radio.
Yeah, see, you can't expect her to know everything.
Well, I know that Zeke is here.
You hush now.
Oh, you're fun when you're flustered.
She just makes a very pouty face.
Oh, and adorable, too. Anyway, what you see in there, Azzy?
Just trying to figure out where the voice box goes, but it doesn't look like I'm able to see it.
Well, I'm not a smart cookie either. I was more so hoping that it was a point and fix thing. Like
Well,
you guys knew what was wrong and just need a little bit of help.
unfortunately, no, that's not the case. If this was one of my inventions, I probably could have figured it out. But since I do not know how this thing was built, I unfortunately cannot do a damn thing. Well, okay then, Rachel, listen. If you're gonna be the one complaining about you not knowing how it works, why don't you just build your own model and we can just fit the parts in there? That is not a bad idea, actually.
We get to make a new thing.
The bunny scurries off.
What you want it to look like? The same as they were? Or you're gonna give them a new body?
I don't know, it's just... I've had Lila for a while. A long while, so... I don't really care as long as it's still her.
Well, is she in the voice box? Or is the voice box different than her?
The voice box would just be how she communicates with us. The main thing is making sure that all of her integral structure is still stabilized. Though, to be fair, that's more of a database. You can't... As you saw, I summoned Lila. I didn't... Even if she was destroyed, you can't technically destroy Lila, even if everything has disappeared. You don't understand what I'm talking about, do you?
No, I'm following you.
Okay. It's like a... The main thing to think about is like a cloud. Cloud storage.
Ah, cloud storage, right.
Even if you destroy a phone, if a picture is saved on cloud storage, you can access that picture from anywhere else.
Kind of like... well, there's actually no will. Is it kind of... The internet. It stores it on the internet, and the internet can be accessed. I got it.
Yeah, you should be all good. Oh, speaking of phones, by the way, this should let us keep in touch while you're just doing your thing, as he hands you a cell phone clearly stylized for you.
Oh my gosh, I saw the staff with them for the last 4 years.
Heads up! As she drops a whole bunch of parts onto the table. Alright, you finally gave her the phone that I made for her. How kind of you. I don't believe in the damn things made by GOE. Bunch of corporate knockoffs. I can definitely assure you that I make way better technologies.
Ooh, so this phone's kind of like off the grid.
You could say that. Now, how about you go put those hands to use, though?
Alright. Just tell me what parts you want, and I will try to put things together.
It mostly consists of, Alright, we're gonna do a strength check from Azeroth, an intelligence check from Rachel, and a dexterity check from Suzie. The intelligence check is basically designing the blueprint and knowing where the best way to design all the parts so that they fit properly. The strength check is basically Azeroth is holding the pieces together when they don't, like, if they don't 100% fit, he holds them while they are inserted or welded in. And Suzie, your job is basically put piece where Rachel says to put it. It takes you about, we'll say, 2 hours. But eventually you have a fully functioning little robot. Rachel? Yes? Why did you give it cat ears? Because they looked cute. I didn't need another reason for such a thing. Come on, Suzu. You think that the cat ears are nice too, right?
Ain't nothing beats big ears. Of course, I might be a little bit biased.
Whatever, just as long as it works. Azeroth flips the power switch for the robot. And you guys just kind of look for a second. And then it says low battery. God fucking, okay. You know what?
Nuts.
At least it turned on, that's something. Why did you not charge it, Rachel? I don't know. How am I supposed to know whether or not it charges? I didn't even see a power supply in that thing.
I don't see a point where it can charge either. Did we forget to put that in? Or was it the fact that we didn't see a power source? The fact that we... Is that the reason?
Wait a second. Azeroth, when's the last time you've gotten some good sleep?
Azzy?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Azzy, don't make me put you back in that bed. I did not sleep. I did not sleep for a year just for you to not sleep for several days.
It wasn't several days, it was several weeks.
See? Got him.
Fuck. Look, I'm busy, okay? I have lots of things that I've been trying to do, and I haven't really had the time to actually sit down and rest.
Well, now you do. So take it.
Fine.
Now that your little friend...
Nope, you can't have my bed. Don't you dare sleep in my bed. So what? I'm back on the table. I have a couch. Fine.
Now that your little friend is safe, you don't need to worry.
You just see him
Also-
laying on the couch, just looking up at the ceiling. This fucking sucks, by the way.
I bet. But it won't get better till you sleep. It's how your body fixes itself.
While I do appreciate the fact that Rachel, Suzie, God, now I'm inebriated. Don't remind me. I don't think that a little bit of sleep's gonna fix a broken wing and a broken back.
Do you want him to sleep or not?
Oh, he's gonna go to sleep whether he likes it or not. But that's not my job. Anyways, we did all we could. Can I offer you another drink?
Oh, you bet. First one went down easy.
Alright, gonna give you the hardest stuff next time then. Roll a con save. You guys are able to down your drinks pretty easily. No effects of inebriation. Though Rachel is still a bit inebriated from the first one.
So this is the hardest stuff, huh?
Yeah, even I, man. It's not quite the heaviest hitter right now, but you know, we got a good night. Right. So, just so you're aware, Azzy doesn't want you to go apartment hopping in this kind of place, so you'll be staying with me for a while, at least until you can get off your feet.
Well, that means I got good company.
Stop doing that thing. Ugh.
What thing?
That charming thing. I don't.
The charming thing?
I don't understand how people are charming. People are horrible and stinky and terrible and ugly.
Well, if I'm horrible, stinky, or terrible, I don't think that's on you. Because I know I'm not ugly.
To be fair, I do consider you an exception. It's just... people tend to talk to me and then they just get angry, so I'm not about it, you know? Why do I have to try to make myself likable for people?
Gotta appease the haters, I suppose. But, well, trust me, I had to deal with a whole lot of random garbage in that place. So, seeing someone like you is a breath of fresh air that I have been waiting for a while. You're technically the first person I've talked to outside of that facility for a while. And the only other person I talked to was Azzy. Nobody talked to me. Anyways, how'd you two meet?
I made stupid decisions. Randomly ran to a demon and he offered to help me out. I'm sure that sounds very familiar to your situation. You see,
Admittedly, my memory's still a touch fuzzy. Being asleep for 8 months to a year ain't kinda... well, it ain't kinda one's mind. I still feel like this might be part of the dream.
pinch.
Oh, okay then, smart Alec.
Hey, it's not a dream.
Fair enough, fair enough. Point taken.
You good for another can of beer?
When am I not? Oh boy, that one hit harder for some reason. Can you spike my drink?
No, you've had three balls now. Of course it's eventually gonna start hitting.
I like the warm feeling it gives me.
Just don't be growing addicted now. I have a good paying job if you can't tell by the swanky little place, so as long as you don't run through all my balls in like a day or so, I can be able to get more every once in a while. You will need to start paying rent, by the way.
You know, I feel different. Like my body's like really light right now.
What are you talking about?
No. Like, I know this ain't a drunk feeling. Trust me, I know. But it's new. I felt it ever since I woke up. I just felt lighter.
Let me look through your notes again.
For what it's worth, Suzie will try to assist. Even though she doesn't know a whole lot.
Unfortunately, it seems like it's very unlikely I can actually pull up any of your old notes. Did you have like a license or anything before?
A license. They did let me keep the license because I needed ID while I was in there.
She pats her pockets, now noticing that she's in different in like clothes that were not her own.
It should be in my wallet, wherever that is.
Oh, it should be in the room then. I had to remove everything on you. No offense, you were literally dressed up in like a shower curtain. And a very tight one at that.
A tight shower curtain? That can't be right. I was given clothes when I went in.
Just go grab the license real quick.
Oh, sure.
Despite her slight inebriation, she seems to be moving completely fine as she goes to search for her wallet.
For reference, when it comes to drinking in this campaign, there are 4 main levels of failing Constitution saves. There's inebriated, which doesn't have any main effects. There is the drunk, which gives you the poison effects. Wasted, which you start getting you start throwing up, and that's when like bad things happen. And if you keep drinking, then you'll eventually just pass out. So as of right now, you do not have any negative effects. So roll perception. Alright, you find your wallet.
found it! I'd never lose this thing.
As she comes out with an aggressively neon pink wallet.
You are just obnoxiously bright, aren't you?
Trust me, I need it.
Alright.
Anyways. Oh, nuts. There's nothing in here. Well, in terms of money, anyway. Anyway. Here.
As she passes over the license. As well as, strangely, a license to carry.
How on earth? You're telling me you're able to carry a firearm on you?
Well, I took self-defense classes.
You know what? Fair enough, fair enough.
Not exactly sure who it came from. It's been a while, don't remember the name. But I got it early on.
It's about to expire, by the way. You should probably try renewing your gun license in the future. I guess being locked up in a rehabilitation center for 4 years does that to people.
Is my license still good?
Well, it's been about, I'd say it's also, it's also about to expire. Don't worry though, it won't go until November, so you still got 7 months to get refreshed. You still know how to drive a car, right?
Oh, of course. These muscles never forget.
I can see what you mean, though. Looking at your license, your information recorded on these is definitely different than what your current ones are. Most notably, an increase to your height and a massive increase to your weight. How much were you eating when you were in the rehabilitation center?
Well, they kind of treated us like prisoners, so, we didn't get much. Azzy was the main one who actually gave me things.
And I assume you worked out properly as well?
Whenever I got protein.
Okay, so your body underwent a shift that made you taller and heavier. I must agree.
Wait a minute. Wait, whoa, hold up. Heavier? Like, how much heavier are we talking?
It ain't that much. I want to say about 9 pounds.
9 pounds? Oh, I'm gonna have to work all that off.
Well, if my opinion's anything to go off of, it seems that they went for the right places to you, so I don't see why you're complaining.
You ever think that, you know, that those parts might be important to keep a little bit lower if you're trying to weave between people?
And here I thought you were a retired thief.
Please. Look, I still want to keep some of my abilities. But seems that life had another purpose. Can't really do it with these if I tried. Especially not with this.
As she kind of brushes the bright pink like streak on her hair, basically disallowing a lot of stealth.
Rachel reaches forward and just kind of lightly taps the flick, and it causes it to basically turn off the LED.
Oh, well, now, why didn't you just say it had that option?
Because it's fun to try to figure things out. You should try it sometimes, Eva.
And there you go with that name again. For someone who doesn't like being called names, you sure do like to call people things.
Alright, fine. You can call me Raish if I get to call you Ziva.
That's a deal I'm willing to take.
Man, we already went through that first case of beers. I need another one. I assume you're gonna keep drinking as well?
Oh, absolutely. It's kind of making me feel over the moon right now.
What, the fact that you're free?
The fact that I don't have to make my own make my own beer in order to actually have any. All I've been drinking in terms of alcohol has been moonshine for the past, 3 years? I gotta say, making it is actually kind of a decent hobby when you got nothing else to do.
I get that. Look, it may not be much, and you may definitely want to try other places if it doesn't appeal to you, but I may know this one little place that can work fine when it comes to getting you a job.
Oh, getting me a job? Like, saving me, getting me a job, setting me up with this? Getting me new clothes? Or, I think.
You're wearing clothes that weren't quite the right size for me. You're lucky that we're both small. Well, I guess it's XI small, but you know what I mean.
I suppose I'll have to buy a size up now. Or 2 for that matter. Anyway. So, what's this gig you got?
It's a little gig called the Asteroid Belt. It's one of my favorite little diners to eat at, run by a man named Mr. Baxton.
Oh, I remember hearing a little bit of that asteroid belt. It was on the radio like twice. After that, they kind of stopped doing radio advertisements. It was a neat little jingle. Is it a good place?
There's not too much work, but that should work in your favor. As long as you know how to make a little bit of food, go around quickly to serve people, and maybe make the occasional alcohol or drink, you should be able to handle yourself fine.
Yeah. That sounds up my alley. Plus, that the work being easy definitely helps.
Son of a bitch.
Oh, no. I thought we told you to sleep.
I got my hour in. Fuck you.
Your hour?
I'll go back to sleep when I figure out if this thing charged enough.
Well, let's see it.
Once again, he presses the power button, and you can see a little bit of magic get cast as he tries to find familiar again, causing the little robot to float up a bit.
Oh, it's doing something.
I am in a confused state.
They're awake.
Please wait a moment while Lila updates.
So,
Update complete. Azeroth? What the fuck?
The fuck?
looks
What?
like you're in trouble.
Listen, I never told you to go stab that fucking psycho cop.
I'm questioning why you even bothered to fight the psychopath to begin with. You had the target. There was no reason for you to fight. You could have just grabbed her and left.
Listen, I didn't have much of a choice. I wasn't just gonna leave Nomad there. That man really wants his father dead. He was going to fight him no matter whether I was there or not.
Well, I suppose that's true, but that does not justify the fact that you now have several injuries. Oh my god.
I told him to sleep.
I assume that you are Suzie Polare. You are the target that we were about to acquire.
Polar. Polar.
Sorry, I've not heard your voice. Not registering as Polare. Anyways.
Though, if I ever need to change my last name, I'll keep that in mind. So, you're his friend?
Partner.
Partner, right, partner. Well, it's nice to meet you. Haven't seen you in person.
Well, of course not. I am not really a person.
Oh, she's adorable.
This model is very weird that I've been built into. Was the cat ears really necessary?
Yes.
I don't like that reply, but you know what? I'm just gonna go with it because it means that I am able to do my job properly.
See, here's the thing about the cat ears. Try rotating them. Should give you better hearing.
Why is that a function they have? Okay. In case you did not know, Suzie, I am a healing unit, meaning that I can filter through magic in order to allow Azeroth to be able to heal himself, and even other people should he need to.
I see.
I'm also capable of administering small doses of knockout gas.
She scoots her chair a little bit away.
Do not worry, I would never use them on you.
Good, because I slept for long enough, thank you.
It's not exactly anything that can really knock you out, per se. It more as a numbing agent. Think of like those things that they give you at the dentist.
So like, the numb juice. Like they put in that syringe and they just kind of just, makes you numb. I get it.
The tiny robot will go over to Azeroth and begin applying some of the healing magic in order to fully rest him up, and you can notice it actually start to mend and repair his wing.
Ooh, that's... Oh, oops.
Ooh, that's really fast acting.
Yeah, it's technically, healing magic. You do know what ether is, right?
I remember overhearing like, some of the staff at the place saying something about ether. All I know is the name. Don't really know what it does.
Well, Suzie, ether is the magical construct of the universe. All of the life force of this planet basically flows through the concept of ether. People are able to manifest this ether into different objects in order to manifest it for magical capabilities. Lila is the example of a warlock. She's a magical unit that is able to filter out the power to give it to someone else, in this case Azeroth. Those snobby wizards are people who are able to transcribe their ether into books in order to manifest their power through that way. We have sorcerers who can manifest it through their own body. And then there are people like me, who I can manifest it through my little technologies.
And what does ether feel like?
It feels like... Well... For me, it feels like stinging and pain. I hate it. But I guess to everyone else, it just... feels like there's something around you that you can basically just grab at any time.
Wait, you can grab that?
To manifest your powers, yes. Well, not your power specifically.
Wait, you saying I got power?
Not entirely sure. I guess there's only one way to test it.
One way to I don't like the look in your eye.
Susie's actually distracted from Rachel, who takes out her squeaky hammer and tries to throw it at Suzie.
What?
And... Well, rolled ahead.
Have anything that works? We'll just say it's a light hammer.
As Suzie is distracted, you can roll at advantage.
Damn. I don't think she was gonna be able to hit Suzie anyways. +2s are unfortunately very low.
Yeah. Well, as Rachel throws the squeaky hammer, some sort of instinct kicks in, and Suzie quickly ducks out of the way, despite not seeing the hammer.
What? Hey! What was that for?
Oh, that is mildly interesting.
Mildly What are you going on about?
Well, you didn't get hit.
Well, yeah, I ducked.
Not entirely.
Huh?
Look at this reading real quick of when you were ducking, per se.
Alright.
It starts out as just a normal, little video of you ducking, trying to avoid the hammer. But basically, what ends up happening is that as she turns it to a different kind of, vision mode, you can basically see this weird aura around your body, and as soon as the hammer hits the aura, your body reflected on its own, pretty much.
Hardy har. Nice special effects, darling. But still.
Special effects? I can definitely show you. You'll find none of them here.
She looks to Zeke.
Why are you looking at Zeke?
Oh, nothing.
Ah.
You're special in my eyes, buddy.
You know what? Zeke, why don't you give her a better target to try to show off what she's capable of?
A better target?
Let's see here. You see Zeke kind of get this weird little gun thing. It doesn't actually look like a gun. It just kind of looks like it shoots something, and it aims it directly at Suzie.
Whoa. Hey. No, do not shoot me.
Don't worry. I have run tests, and this won't hurt. As long as the theory is correct. Which I'm never wrong.
As long as the theory is what?
Damn.
That does miss, but I'm willing to take the hit for narrative purposes.
Sure.
As I'm sure that this is what it was trying to activate. As she uses her reaction to deflect missile. As the projectile is fired, she retreats to herself before leaping up and and slapping the projectile into a nearby wall.
That's how much damage it does, by the way.
Actually, since that damage was rolled, let's see. She catches it instead.
As I said in the first session, when it comes to monks, the way that deflect missile works is that it basically begins to slow down any projectile that is aimed towards it. This is clearly a sound-based projectile, so as you just try to ready yourself, you basically are able to... You see the sound waves go to hit you, and they just begin slowing down until you kind of capture it into this glowing blue energy.
What do I do with this?
Well... You can either throw it at something, or you could just dissipate it.
I think I'm gonna go with the other option. Don't want to break anything.
As she collapses her hands together, like over the thing, dispersing it into the air.
Roll Arcana. Probably not gonna be high because it's Suzie, but you know what? You never know.
You never know, except you do know.
For a brief second, you start feeling foggy to the point where you think it's just the alcohol, but you see, as it starts to dissipate, you start seeing more and more of it around you, until eventually your eyes just kind of refocus. You have no idea what you were seeing, but you were seeing a lot of that blue energy.
Oh my, what was that? I couldn't see. I saw tons of blue. No.
Fascinating. Your body is able to manipulate ether. Very similarly to the monk that we met recently. Taking these notes down for later. Very impressive, Suzie.
I'm freaking out. What is going on?
It's unfortunately too many answers that we don't have the questions for, but to give you the long short of it.
Too many answers you don't have the questions for. I'm asking the questions right now.
It seems that when you were in your comatose state for a few months, your mind developed special powers, attunement to the force that powers the world itself. Monks have a special power in which they're able to manipulate it, not through magical means, but more so it is a force that you yourself can control. Everyone else manifests it through their magic and tools and stuff. You grab ether for your purposes.
So, I grabbed the what?
More like the force of power that the world thrives on. I'll explain more of it in due time. Well, I'll have to run some simulations and probably have to ask that other monk to come in for a while. But we can definitely get you some good answers on so you figure out exactly how these can work.
So, does that mean I need to be careful with just existing?
What do you mean?
I don't want to hurt things.
Oh, don't worry. It will be very unlikely that you actually end up hurting anything. Unless you intend to. After all, some men just are kind of douchey.
Oh. Right. Sorry, Azzy. I couldn't save the gift box.
It's alright. Now that I'm healed up a bit, these wings should be able to help me fly home. I'm gonna, unfortunately, get some actual sleep.
Found a guy?
Helpful pat on the arm.
Get home safe, you hear?
Yeah, I can do that. And no exit. Where did that stuff go?
Oh my, how many did you drink?
I only snuck one.
Mm-hmm, yep, one more. I see 3 empty cans nearby.
Those were your cans. Don't you try lying to me.
Mm-hmm, yep, sure.
Come on. We're celebrating. We're roommates now.
You finally said it. Oh, what the hell, I'll join ya. Oh boy.
See, it's more fun like this.
Hate to admit it, but you're right. Ah, damn it. We have a job thing.
We can handle that tomorrow. Trust me, I have so much on my plate. I needed a night off.
But rent.
I'm covered for rent for a decent amount of time. Don't you worry.
Thank you.
Oh, okay, you've had too much. I don't have a spell to clean that. You're gonna make Zeke do all the work. God damn.
Pilot, please.
Okay. Toilet is here.
For the sake of everyone listening, I will not be emulating a sound that is of vomiting. But just know that it is happening.
Meanwhile, she's just handling her, like, 5th or 6th strength at this point.
I think I'm good now.
As you exit the bathroom, you find that Rachel is nowhere to be found until eventually you see her just laying in her bed.
That's very cute. There's enough space. I'm just gonna...
Hey, my bad. That. Fuck it.
It's enough room.
Fine, but only for tonight, okay?
Mm-hmm. Sure.
What was that?
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
Do you have pajamas? Fuck, it's too much work.
Good night, Siva.
Good night.
That's where we'll end it. Hope you had fun, Corey. This was definitely longer than I expected it to be. But we got some good talks and some funny moments.
And her first couple nat ones.
Oh yeah, that was some hot garbage. Your rolls this session were kind of hot garbage. I'm not gonna lie, mate.
Yep.
Oh well.